Dane.
Shout out to Dane. That's my man. Everybody know that's my boy right there.
That's your man.
That's my main man. I'm not loving. It's my boy.
So,
crazy as hell.
Lou Sims. Shout out to Lou Sims. If you haven't caught it yet, check out the Lou Sims interview on Vlad TV. Just started doing the releasing the episodes, whatever. Lou called and said, "Yo, we over here in Jersey on the Paid in Full set, Paid in Full 2 set." I said, "Okay, cool." He said, "You coming through?" I said, "Yeah, I'm coming." He said, "Call Unique." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna hit him right now. We gonna hit over there." So I shot over there right then, and Unique came shortly afterwards, and they had and OG Danny was over there. Shout out to OG Danny.
Where was y'all at?
We were in Jersey.
Oh, you did it in Jersey.
Yeah. So the BBS boys were our hosts. So they were doing these interviews, right, in front of an MPV, kind of like the one. It was a 4-wheel drive. Like the one I had the first 4-wheel drive MPV that hit me.
I had a 4-wheel drive.
I bought in '89. I bought the 90. The 90 was the first year it was 4-wheel drive.
I had a 93.
Yeah.
My shit was serious. I had the beige leathers with the.
Yeah, I had the beige leather.
Relax.
With the sun.
We had the 2-wheel drive garbage.
And the BBs.
I had the 4-wheel drive.
17-inch 3-piece BBs.
I had the 4. This was garbage. 2-wheel drive is little boy shit.
I had 2 of them, man.
I got big boy cars now, bro. I got some nice cars now. That's garbage. You know what 2-wheel drive is? That means we gotta push you out the snow.
That's right.
4-wheel drive in a Monday.
I used to ski heavily. I needed a
That's what I did 4-wheel drive.
I can't get stuck now.
Oh no! I just said that to you. You got 2 machines now. You got machines. Well, anyway, so that was what it is. I got to pick on.
And the BBS boys had joints in there with a Bimy's cars, and Bimmy had a
Queen.
Bimmy from Queens.
Yeah,
that's right.
It was a 63 coupe. The 63 coupe, probably about a 19 or something like that. Bubbly on the big.
You got BBs on your MPV?
Yes.
You got the real BBs in it, the real, not the fake shit they doing that.
Well, they didn't have fake.
Back in your era, they did it. You're right. Now they make replicas. You're right.
So 17-inch BBs. If they did, I didn't know nothing about them. They were not known, and that wasn't something you talk about. Like if you were doing something fake back then,
you didn't talk about it.
Yeah, you didn't talk about it because niggas would admonish you for that. Like,
shout out to Ron too.
What you doing?
I'm gonna keep it with my man. My man work van that he get money in has BBs. So play toy. His work van, he's embarrassed. He says, "I got BBs. I'm playing myself." His shit nice. He got a good deal on them, but that's his work van. But he hate that shit. Yo, I hate BBs.
Gary is one of the most inappropriate people that I've ever seen.
Oh, you know what they do to me? Yo, they be killing me. You think it's easy for me? They killing me regular. Tim, these my friends, they don't care. We have no filter. So don't think I don't do shit they don't do to me. So I'm Haitian and people Haitian.
That's one way. That's one way. Because you just imagine if y'all didn't do that and keep him, grounded.
Oh, they
just
keep
imagine.
My mouth filthy. He told me years ago I was a star. My mouth is filthy. I deserve half the shit I get. I'm an asshole. I admit that. But I love my friends. But I know
I can tell that.
But I know when to stop too. I don't beat a dead horse.
Right.
So hold up. So I gotta go because you like I said, man, I enjoyed this interview almost better than the first
Shit,
time.
I gotta go.
You ain't even go. You came late.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so it ain't you. I was scheduled one time.
I gotta be an early.
You gotta ask about BMF.
And I'm gonna go to Wingo them. I got a couple more.
I ain't gonna have to do it though.
Huh? No. So no. Wrong, right. What do you think about the BMF? I love that show. The BMF series on Stars. And I'm gonna do 2 for 1 because you can handle it. How do you feel about that BMF story on Stars? And have you spoken to me since you had that convo? That was incredible, that shit you did.
The phone convo.
I'm giving 2 and 1 about the show.
Which one?
This is the last time.
Oh, you had a cover? I'm talking about the BMF.
I've had several of them.
I don't know.
But we haven't had a recent one.
No.
We want a recent one.
No, I haven't had a recent one. Mostly because he's one time. Me and little Meech's auntie, his mom's sister. She got on me because she was like, every time you put something out, they lock him away. And I'm like, I'm not twisting his. We're on the phone.
Oh, like he's doing something wrong. He's getting in trouble. They put him in. Oh.
You know why? Because they're like, how the fuck are you talking to him?
That's feds, right?
Yeah, like how you talk. We don't have any record of your conversations, motherfucker. How you talking about? Right. So they did him real dirty one time, and like they put him in solitary, man. Like they were trying to break him. They were trying to make him go crazy. Yeah. So the next time I got a chance to do that, we had to do it by way of the real phone system, whatever. And I released that one. Years after I did it, I released it. Because still, even though it was through the, you can hear it say this call is from so and so, but even though it's still like, they don't like that he gets the level of attention that he does. Because it gives him influence. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I like to isolate him, keep him around from people, even corrections officers, because it gives them influence with them.
Do you think you ever get a chance to do another convo like that with him? I
mean, I could. I just, you know, I don't want to be, you know, he's highly scrutinized. Yeah. I don't want to be on those calls. I don't want to be like scrutinized like that. You know what I mean? I don't want. You know what I mean? Like.
Do you like
they on him?
Now, do you like the show? Well, I love it. So let me say something else. You just put me on through. 50, no disrespect. I apologize, 50. I said, I see you did your deal over because they put all the stuff out. I said 20 mil. Cavario looked at me like I was crazy. He said 20 mil. Yeah, this kid has destroyed the game. Way more than that.
They got to give bro 100.
Ghost coming back. Forces coming back. At first he was leaving. He was leaving.
Other shit that y'all don't even know about.
Now let's get special.
Yeah, other shit that he's working on y'all don't even know about.
Oh no, I know he's a monster. Yeah. Monster. Yeah, so. The only thing about 50 I was picking around about Ron's from Queens, he said, G, he almost they killed his mother, he been shot. I feel like he's so mad still. He just gets petty. No, he's a little petty sometimes. And 50,
he does like he plays the petty game.
And Ron said from Queens, his mother got killed.
The petty game.
He got shot 9 times, Gary. No, everybody doubted him. He killed the game. He might be a little petty. Ron said. Ron hate when they tell me. Ron said, Queens guys are sensitive. I'm from Queens.
So when he assimilated the 48, right? Okay. There were things that I'm sure he picked up in there that seemed natural to him, and by picking up this tone and seeing things in there that like resonated with him on a core level, I bet he was like, yeah, I'm not crazy and I'm not wrong. Like, if a person rises up against me, then and they are not thorough in their undoing of me, they deserve me to come back and completely, totally annihilate them. My mother taught me that as a child. She said, you get rid of your enemy and all remnants of him.
Cavario, he stopped being somebody's friend who couldn't read at that time. I'm sure Mayweather could read now, but back then they were supposed to be friends. Mayweather couldn't read.
Here you go. There you go. He owns skyscrapers in there.
Cavario, you didn't hear that? I'm not saying he can't read now, but they broke up his friend. They were supposed to be best friends.
Apparently he can count though.
Well, I think he got people smart with the signs of check. You better sign this. You're gonna get rich. Sign this right now. So, what would be your dream? What would be your shut up, Kirk? What would be your dream interview if you could get it? Because it's hard. Because my dream interview between me and you, and these are people I know, you're gonna think I'm crazy.
Gangsters, though, because you've done impeccable gangsters. You've done Peter Shoe. You've done Mecca. These are all your personal friends, so it's no big deal. But to the rest of the world, it is a big deal. You've done only reputable, stand-up, loose Sims, etc., etc., etc. If you could get a guy, I know who I would want you to
I know who you would get.
I know who I would want him to get.
I think you would get, but he stands for everything you don't believe in, but he's a monster.
Who?
He's a cold-blooded killer. Who? Sammy the Bull. I would love to see him.
He wouldn't do it, though, because he wouldn't interview him.
That's why I just said to you. You wouldn't do that.
Now.
Because what you stand for.
This is the thing. Like, this is the thing, bro.
What you stand for.
I'm not enamored by that because that is what I come from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons that I present the way that I do, speak and behave the way that I do, is because I come from that. I grew up in my house with that. Y'all might think that shit is cute or whatever, but when you live with it, you don't think so. When you don't know who might do what when, and that's your condition as a child growing up, you don't think it's nothing cute. You want to be anything other than that, right? So that's how me and Trevor became so close friends. Because I was able to access a world that I knew nothing about. Regular people.
Right.
You understand? So, I don't have any, I mean, I do, but because I know I'm going to, I ain't gonna say it.
Okay. And I got two of my brand that I know I can.
Wait. Guy Fisher. All day. All day.
That's my cousin Rhonda. That's her father.
That I would love to see.
He and my father, from what I'm told, because he went to jail when I was a kid.
He murdered I would call them.
Him and my father were very close. Somebody told me not too long. He said, your pops and Guy were very close with her. But he's my cousin Rhonda's dad, right?
I would love that.
I've been waiting for him to come home. I've had he's an excellent writer. I've had 3 of his manuscripts. One is about Puff's dad. Right? It's kind of more of a script. But he has one called Vicious Circle, that is fucking phenomenal. And I would love to sit down and talk to him. See, the guys of that era, that's the era that gave way to me. You know, the guys that came up with me, the way I was raised by the people who I come from, I was told from very young, don't bother to remember the names of these guys who would be your peer group. Don't bother to remember their names. They're not going to be around long enough for it to matter.
Wow.
I was told that verbatim.
Ooh.
Right? And then I lived to experience the reality of it. Fact. These motherfuckers had 4 hot summers at best. They went away forever.
We talked about that, Ron. We naming no names.
So 4 years of getting money, then you got 20 fucking years. You know, and prior to the internet, when you went away for 20 years, that was it. You were forgotten. Puff. Gone. Gone. If it weren't for the internet, they would have buried the memory and legend of Big Meech. The internet made that impossible. The way, like we talked about at the beginning of this, the way that hip-hop culture has assimilated everything that is representative of that. That's, I think I'm Big Meech. If it wasn't for that being a part of culture, then Big Meech would have slipped into obscurity and been replaced in the minds of the street fans by the next guy who climbed to the top of the building.
Speaking of Big Meech, how did you get on the BMF docu-series as a narrator? It seems like you are well respected when it comes, as you should be, to the street politics, the street rules in the streets, and it seems like everybody's coming to get you, as they should, to commentate on this street stuff. Everybody from Al Prophet, who I love his content. I love his content.
Man,
So
if you haven't seen his documentaries, man,
I love
really
his
dig
content.
this street shit. Al is the only one that gives you historical context. See, everybody else does these things as though these conditions started with some black dude who picked up a package here in America. Nope. Al lets you know that it was people who don't look like us in places far away who had, unlike the guys here, I never picked up a package and was like, yes, I'm going to sell this heroin and poison thousands of people, make money. But these motherfuckers did, because they, unlike us, had the education and the historical context to understand what the impact of what they were going to do, which was proliferate this shit across the goddamn country, planet. Wow. They understood what the impact would be. All we knew was we're going to get some money and buy some shit and then live fun and have fun. They understood the real impact of it. And they were the ones who facilitated the shipping and the transportation and the production and the growing. They're the ones that, and Al's the only person that tells you who they were by name. Wow. And what part they played by name. Klaus Barbie. Motherfuckers never heard of Klaus Barbie before him. I had, because I was made to read the books as a kid. But no, motherfuckers didn't know who Klaus Barbie was.
I'm gonna look into Klaus Barbie tonight and tomorrow.
All you gotta do is get White Powder, Black Power.
That's a documentary right now.
Yep.
And that's fire. That documentary is fire.
That got one more than we good. This is for me, so I stopped hustling in '99. All my friends are hardworking guys. I'm not there. They don't do that, which is not. I wasn't proud of it. But when I got caught, I was actually happy because, and I'm not judging, but this is me. How can I think I'm the man when I'm selling something that's hurting all my peoples and gaining benefit from it? And I got to that point. I said, for me, I ain't talking about nobody else. I don't care. I know niggas get money. You my friend. I don't care. But I got peace with myself when I stopped. That's the point I was trying to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I can relate. I did too, right?
I got peace with myself.
Right. And so this is the thing. When I stopped, I didn't stop because, you know, there weren't 50 things coming next week, because they were.
Yeah, I know. They don't stop. They don't
stop going. I stopped because I was thoroughly tired.
Yeah, me too. I told you, Ron, I was tired. Frank, you told me I was tired. Frank,
I wasn't just tired for me. I was, because I was born into it, that meant that all the shit that my mother in that generation dealt with, that I was there because I'm in the home, I'm all of the things that are impacting them, I'm being impacted by proximity. Then the generation that came after them, which were my siblings who were 14 and 16 years older than me, right? Now I'm dealing with that impact. I'm watching that go down. You know, my sister, you know, shooting my mother's youngest brother to the top of his fucking head while he slept because she slapped him over her whacking a fucking package. You know what I mean? You know, my mother killing her husband because he tried to leave with $500,000 of their money for some woman. You know what I mean? Like, but he was just hugging me and loving me, you know, just a day before. You know what I mean? And that's just, you know, a couple of instances. I dealt with the impact of that existence, which is why I didn't feel the need in my career to run around like, look at me, I'm doing it, yo, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. I didn't, because I wasn't allowed to develop an idea of some romantic, fantastical idea about how cool his life was. I wasn't allowed that. I was showed the bitter fucking bones of this bullshit from its beginnings. So there was no fantasy for me. There was no, I'm just these clothes and this jewelry in this car. I was never allowed that. Amen. So by the time I got to that point, motherfucker, I was thoroughly motherfucking tired. 3 generations, the streets had enough of my motherfucking blood and bones, and I wasn't gonna give him another.
Beautiful.
That's it.
I got one more for you. Killed that. You killed that. That's how I felt. Thank you. This is the one more thing I need to ask. Ron asked a question, but I want the people to know. That just be clear. How did they find you for that Meech documentaries? I'm gonna look at that too when I go home. Not tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I'm gonna do Cisco Kid
to the Blowing Money Fast documentary on Stars, right? So if you haven't seen the Blowing Money Fast documentary on Stars, that is the documentary. Shout out to David Iverson, you know, the producer of that joint, whatever. So Meech contacted Mom, which is Miss Lucille, his mom, and she contacted me and said, Meech wants you to participate in this documentary.
He clearly asked for you.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So I got involved because Meech asked me.
Just do Meech, man. I don't know, he's special. He's gonna come home and win because he's doing the right thing.
Yes,
his son is an actor now. Look just like him.
And he got other, like, this is not all that he's.
And you told me he got some things coming.
He's already got some other stuff.
Over 50 only 50.
I don't know if the other projects of 50s is other projects, the acting jobs.
His son.
Yes.
Oh, okay, his son. Okay.
Oh, that's great, man.
So, as promised, this is a great show. Again, you always special. You talk your shit. I love it. You real. You passionate like me. Part 2 Cavario done. It's gonna be way more. Thank you for coming. I love you, Big Fat Gary Show. Appreciate you. We love you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. That was a fit.
Now you gotta do his strongman dance.
Well, yeah. I'm good. I don't. Your last show, they said I pissed on myself. And I was in the back. They picked on me. I was so embarrassed. If you know, I don't drink that much when I do the show.